Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the Adventurers Guild, and they're all related to... Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
I see. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
You two have come just in time. I've got some... Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, so the Arconde suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild... Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on... So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a...
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural... Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that...
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now? Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all...
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too...
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders. No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. The Arconde's requests are always difficult to fulfill. anyway. I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic, only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient... Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't...
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright... If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my ability.
Oh, not only has she...
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the trap.
We heard the voice of... If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something...
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge. We need to find a
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to...
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
I'm sorry to put this on... Oh, wait.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one...
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the...
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium. Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Yeah.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have, bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
that's true. Let's go!
Yeah.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as
That might be true, but this is still...
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind... The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So he don't like that old hag Granny Eatsley, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's... You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to her. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just...
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, yours?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. Ah, you must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to... Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any...
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but, it was an honest mistake.
Paimon, sorry.
What? How dare you? Don't...
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's... Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she...
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if...
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder... Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. And you've also heard all about Auroron.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help...
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet a weary yet free soul. Those are all... Huh?
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a...
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the...
Something this important is the Lord of...
Oh, so you're big...
Not exactly. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a...
I can go. It'll probably...
Sounds good. Then we'll go and see...
Phew, the fatigue...
Yep, we'll be sure...
Alright, now it's time for us to catch the... Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's... He has always lived alone. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke in...
But... that's not to say that I believe he's... In any case, I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
You can count it.
Alright, then...
Yeah. Inconsequential.
Strike a pose! My guiding stars! Watch out! Ha-ha!
Yes, you are.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Skyward! Scatter!
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd I'm convinced that... however...
Didn't Kanich say that she's a bit...
Auroron? He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the country. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place. Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our... He's been raising... Let's follow the phlogiston...
Huh? What tree?
Oh, right. Here. How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can...
That's right. I used a spell.
Wow, you can even
It requires a When I held your hand. Anyway.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is...
What was that?
Yeah! Skyward! Yeah!